größer? Wo sind wir denn? Auf dem Planeten? Der... Oh nein, du bist... I better dumb it down to English. Out of here? How did we get in here? How long have we been here?
I can explain all that later. Come on.
Where is here? My GPS has been physically toggled off.
Yeah, keep it that way for now. In fact, stay in airplane mode until I tell you otherwise.
Doc, I have a memory that has been deleted. I have damage detected all over. My visor is cracked, and my emoter is one swipe away from a symbol you may deem offensive.
I'll explain everything in due time. For now. You mind giving me a lift?
Well, this place is a total dump.
Well, I'm not sure what you were expecting, but you did just get pulled from a shipwreck.
Did a nuke go off? It's so depressing.
Yep. Well, people tend to have this effect on each other.
I should throw on some tunes or something. Liven things up a bit.
Not a good idea. We need to keep a low profile here.
Well, the advantage of being a robot is I can play it in my head. Is it ironic that I have to actually practice my robot?
Looks like your personality settings are very much online.
Hey, you programmed me. Speaking of, can you at least tell me where we're going?
The time machine. Keep up.
Sorry, time machine?
Quantum is a Christian sci-fi series set in the future, in which its main characters explore the biblical past. I crowdfunded the series through Indiegogo in 2018, and ever since I've been working away feverishly at making an epic series with very high production standards. We've built out this world with incredible locations and futuristic technology. We've brought robots to life and even created digital doubles of humans using motion capture and even iPhones with 3D cameras in them. I've had quite a few difficulties and setbacks, each shot and sequence presenting its own unique challenges. None so much, though, as the simulation you're watching now. I wanted to depict a pagan temple being destroyed during the flood of Noah. The sequence took a single computer roughly a month and a half to render out this simulation that you're seeing. And this is what a single frame of that simulation looks like when it's rendered out. Test renders like this help me to go back and make adjustments to the simulation. And here you can see a top-down view of the roughly 1 square mile of area that I had to do the full water simulation on. And this is a POV at ground level just above the trees, showing the water that had collected. Just as the water was simulated, the trees also had to be simulated too. I had to get the correct wind properties that made it look like the trees were in a storm. Once they were simulated and cached out, they took terabytes of space on the hard drive. Here's another flood shot in Quantum that shows these same trees blowing around in the violent storm. What an impressive difference it makes when the trees are behaving correctly. Now I move on to simulating the destruction of the temple itself, timed out just right so that it flows with the water. And finally we add the water simulation itself to complete the scene, which now brings us back once again to the master shot. So now I have all the elements. I have the water simulated, I have the building destruction simulated, I have the trees simulated, all of this taking terabytes of space, and now it was ready to send all that to the render farm, except that there was one big problem.
Look at that. Look at this number right here. 115. This is ridiculous. Okay. Oh, no. Please, don't tap out again. I had to put 120. Oh no, it's tapping out. Well, at least I finally got to record this live. I was not actually expecting this, but this is actually very bad. So, you see, folks, this is the problem when you're a one-man show and you're trying to do the IT and get the whole system running to be able to handle this kind of stuff. What you're witnessing here is when the memory requirement for the flood sequence is higher than what the render farm machine can handle. 128 is where I'm tapped out, so I'm going to have to go even higher. I think the max I can do in these particular machines still running Windows 7 is 192. So I think that should cover it, but yeah, it went from exciting because I didn't think it was going to tap out to bad news now, and you can hear the fan and the machine cooling off as no doubt the program has now crashed for lack of memory. So yeah, like I said, at least this time I got to record it live for you guys to kind of be there with me through the bad times too.
So I reached a snag with the old render farm that you can see pictured here, and as usual, in God's perfect timing, here is the new farm. A producer friend of mine called me needing help for a very important pro-life video. So I pressed the pause button on both Quantum and Babel in order to help him accomplish this. And one of the benefits was this new farm that we were going to need to be able to render out the pro-life video by the crazy deadline that we had. And so once again, in God's perfect timing, Quantum can now move forward in rendering the flood sequence. Thank you, Lord, for this new amazing render farm. Babel 2.0 is now projected to release in the second quarter of 2021, and I ask that you'll pray for the souls that our pro-life video will save. In the next Quantum update, I'll be showing you guys how I made the dinosaur graveyard sequence. And please consider donating on Patreon. If I can reach 8,000 a month, I can hire full-time help, which I need.